Good afternoon and welcome to LNA Now. I am Jenny Nagel.
And I am Barry Eichner, and we are super excited to be able to sit down with some of my favorite people in the industry. Jenny, how lucky are we to be able to get these heavy hitters?
This collection too. What a well-rounded group we have.
I know. So today we are going to talk about treating acne. It is one of the most heartbreaking conditions that we see in the industry. It hits teens, and it usually hits them right around the time that they're starting to develop, their personalities and gain a level of self-confidence. And if they're afflicted with acneic skin and don't get it treated, it can really inhibit their ability to fully, strengthen their personalities. So being able to treat the skin of somebody who's struggling with acne breakouts is really, really rewarding. So we're really excited to be able to get some amazing heavy hitters. Now, I can't remember so many things, so I'm just going to read off of my notes. So bear with me, everyone. Leading the pack today, we've got Saluma, and we're going to hear all about their amazing blue light therapy. So we've got Saluma here with their blue light therapy. Then we're going to talk about chemical peels, because we have to talk about getting that skin cleaned out, and nothing does that quite like a good chemical peel. We've got PCA skincare here today. And then after we talk about peeling the skin away, then we're going to talk about, getting that skin built back up, nourishing it, getting those red lesions calmed down, getting the skin to start its healing process. So we've got O2SkinPro and their amazing oxygen infusion treatment. After that, we are going to talk about really hitting hard. If you've got an acneic patient who's just really riddled with acne lesions and some serious acne problems, Dr. Mark Lees is going to be here with his Concept Clean. It's a really aggressive treatment for acne. And then we've got Dr. Janine Ellenberger from Great Skin, another Philly local brand. We love this brand. It's a small little brand that we found years ago and absolutely adore it. It's great for teens, and she's going to be talking about home care for the teenager and using her incredible line. So Jenny, why don't you lead us through the panel? I'm going to kick it back to you. You take us through the panel and have everybody do their little elevator pitches and introductions.
So this is a perfect opportunity for you guys just to say hello, introduce yourself, and give us a 1-second blurb on why your product or treatment is ideal for addressing acne. Patrick, we will start off with you.
Well, good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, depending upon where you are. I'm Patrick Johnson. I'm the CEO of BioPhotos and the inventor of the Saluma series of light therapy products. And light therapy is a great acne treatment because it works both standalone and adjunctively, which is very apropos for our conversation today.
Couldn't agree more, Patrick. We have Randy Doctor with PCA Skincare.
Hello, everyone. I should tell you, I'm very nervous. I haven't done something like this in a while. So PCA, for those of you who aren't aware, has been around about 30 years and been formulating back bar and daily care over all that time. The brand's philosophy is to be progressive, not aggressive, although at the end of the day, with the combination therapies that you can do, it can get quite aggressive. And they also formulate with the idea that there are a million varieties of skin types out there with a variety of preferences for their downtime and behaviors that will go along with their treatment. So as far as treating acne, we have everything that's going to be more gently designed to treat the inflammation, or as Barry pointed out, kind of dig in really deep, knowing that there's no two skin types that are alike. So that's the philosophy of our formulations.
And Jenny, we have to honor this very important situation. Lipgloss and Aftershave would not exist without Randy Doctor. Randy is the woman that introduced Jenny and I to each other, oh God, 6 or 7 years ago at this
Longer,
point. So
I think. Yeah.
We just want to say thank you so much, Randy Doctor, because without you, there would be no LNA.
Well, we've been living parallel lives personally and professionally, all of us, and it was all meant to be.
That's
Absolutely.
how most things end up. All right, now we have Rene from EF Tropics with O2SkinPro. Rene, how's your mic working? We cannot hear you.
Why don't we go right over to Dr. Mark Lees?
Dr. Mark Lees.
Hey guys, nice to be here. I'm really looking forward to this. I've been in practice for, this year is actually 40 years as a practicing skin therapist. I started out and almost immediately took a focus on acne and problem skin, which would also include sensitive, reactive skin. But I think our line is very conceptual, hence the name Concept Clean. We lay out the problems that are existing, and then we lay out specific solutions for each problem and how they work together. And it's very inclusive. A big word in our line is program. Everything's a program. It is not a product. It is not a facial. It's a program. So it's very program oriented. We're going to be talking today about some specific kits and their concepts as far as hitting acne from a bunch of different angles. And we also, I'm going to talk about.
Oh, Renee's there. Renee's working. Good. Okay, Rene. Thank you. Sorry, Mark.
That's quite all right. We're going to be talking about my philosophies about comedogenicy. Comedogenicy and pore clogging fats are something that I've started researching in graduate school. And I think one of the big things that probably the most different thing about our line is that we have an amazing assortment of vehicles that don't clog. So, and we use them for everything. We use them for aging. We even use them for dry skin that's not acneic. And our vehicles are put together, our spreading agents are put together where they don't cause clogs from the outside. They're non-comedogenic. So we'll be talking about all that during my presentation, as well as a bunch of case studies. So,
love it. Thank you, Mark.
All right, Renee, we'll pop back down to you. We'll give that mic another test.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Perfect. Yay.
Can you see me?
Yes.
Can you see? Hi, everybody. Okay, so I'm here to talk about O2SkinPro. We just launched it in December, and O2SkinPro is powdered oxygen. It's actually the only solid form of oxygen in existence. So I'll be talking more about that when it's my turn to talk and how we're using it for acne treatment.
Oh,
Perfect, Renee. Thank you.
and finally, Dr. Janine, pop on and tell us who you are and who you're with.
Okay, so hi everybody, I'm Dr. Janine Ellenberger. I hail from South Africa. I live near Barrie in Philadelphia, and I created a skincare line, probably started formulating about 10 years ago, and we launched it 6 years ago, predominantly for my children. So I have a strong family history of melanoma. We lived in Miami for a couple of years, and I have 2 red-headed children. So I decided I wanted to make a sunscreen that didn't have any chemicals in. This was like before any of the physical block sunscreens came out. It's been a long journey. And then, of course, my kids grew up and developed acne. So I formulated great skincare for them. They all have liver disorders, so they cannot take things like Accutane. So I wanted to make something that would support their skin and help their skin that was a balance of science and nature. And hence we have a very small little line called Great Skincare, targeted at your younger sort of teen to 20s skincare. And I look forward to telling you more about it in a little while.
This is fantastic. What a well-rounded group. I could not be more excited to pull everything together because I think so much complements each other. You have 10 minutes. So once you, are you sharing your screen, Renee?
I can, yeah.
Perfect.
Renee, one of the things that before you started, I really wanted to, we just posted, Jenny, it was 2 days ago, we posted the pictures that I sent you.
Mm-hmm.
On the Lipgloss Aftershave Instagram, we posted a 3-photo collage of my downstairs neighbor who ran up to me and was like, Barry, I have a burn on my face. I burnt my face with my curling iron. Do you have anything? And I took O2SkinPro and I mixed it in hyaluronic acid and I gave it to her. Literally in 7 days, scar gone. You could not tell it was there. I just want to say how wonderful we love this product, you guys. So if everything that she's saying about how this is going to be healing and nourishing to the skin, take a look at our Instagram post from, what is today, the June 14th. So probably like June 12th, I think it went up, Jen.
Saturday, yep.
June 12th Instagram post. I took the pictures, so I'm guaranteeing you they're legit before and afters. It's a 7-day stretch, so believe everything she says about this product line. That's all I have. Thank you.
Into what O2SkinPro is. It's a white, very lightweight soluble powder, and it's the only known non-gaseous oxygen product in existence. So this product was developed by a company, a US-based company called Hemotech. They own 41 patents on the oxygen. It's being tested now in multiple verticals. We happen to be lucky to be one of the first ones to bring it to the marketplace in its original form. So we'll actually be the only, estheticians are going to be the only ones who are able to purchase it in this form. And it actually comes in a jar in powdered form to use as a backbar product, and also to create take-home products for your customers. So it's a really fantastic and interesting product to add into anything that you're doing. As everyone knows, oxygen is one of the building blocks of life. Every human, animal, and plant requires oxygen to thrive. So basically the powder itself, as you can see on the left, there's a picture of the white powder, and above that, you can see like pictures of molecules. I forgot to start my timer, so just let me know when I'm getting close. The O2SkinPro is actually a molecule that's called OX66. OX66 is the original name of the molecule. You will begin seeing it in different products. We're getting ready to launch a psoriasis treatment now, and one of the ingredients is OX66. But OX66 is actually oxygen molecules held in an aluminum hydroxide clathrate. The clathrate is like a netting that holds the oxygen, and it doesn't open until it hits protein, like the body, or a certain pH, different things like that. So it basically doesn't have a shelf life. The company had it suspended in water for 6 years, and when the water was evaporated, the powder was still there. So it can be added to anything and used throughout a period of time. If someone's using it after a treatment, if the pH is really low or really high, it needs to be used immediately when mixed with that other ingredient right after a treatment. So it's non-toxic and safe for use. It's non-flammable. It's stable under a wide range of extreme temperatures. The shelf life is managed in years, and there's no special handling. The powder itself is so light, it's like dust. So a gallon of it weighs 4 ounces, if that tells you anything. And so when opening the jar, you have to be really careful not to open it under a fan or anything that will blow the oxygen away. We have it sealed on the outside, not the inside. Its chemical structure is composed of oxygen particles in an aluminum hydroxide ion. So it's actually a salt clathrate. It's the only product that can be mixed with water or other products and applied directly to the skin. Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing at all. Whoops. And apply directly to the skin to the skin to treat wounds, burns, bruises, or rashes. So the big benefit of oxygen, you guys already know, is for healing purposes. And with any extreme treatments in the spa, peels, for example, microdermabrasion, anything that really disrupts the skin, the O2SkinPro will change that healing time from weeks or months into days or hours, literally. So the O2SkinPro provides oxygen in a form that can be easily applied. If you have products that cause allergic reactions, it can reduce those reactions. It oxygenates the skin to speed recovery and boosts cell turnover and replacement, helps reduce wrinkles and stimulates collagen. It triggers natural healing responses by providing lost oxygen. And this is important, of course, with acne. It kills bacteria, prevents infections. It helps to heal skin viruses and skin disorders. Aids topical healing from pre-cancer treatments. Relieves pain, reduces edema, and works as a general anti-inflammatory. So of any ingredients that we want to give the body, oxygen is right there at the top of the list. So Up until now, the only way to really get oxygen, real oxygen into the skin has been through infusion. And the infusion is compressed air. So the air that we breathe is compressed for a facial infusion, or as you know, for a ventilator or hyperbaric oxygen chamber. And what most of us didn't know is that the oxygen we breathe is actually somewhere between 10% and 21% oxygen. So this is really a game changer. It's going to be a game changer for a lot of industries. The OX66 molecule is in line for the FDA. So of course the medical vertical is going to really benefit from this profoundly. And so when the molecule touches the skin, as you can see in this diagram, and these are tests that have been done, research studies, the clathrate opens when it touches the skin, and within 1 hour, that oxygen goes 123% into the skin, and it holds a high oxygen level for over 24 hours. So here it says, when topically applied, research has validated that O2SkinPro releases oxygen through the skin, showing 123% absorption rate within the first hour, providing lost oxygen to the wounded areas and hypoxic cells and tissues. The remaining clathrate ions are naturally removed as the skin sheds. So the clathrate, the aluminum hydroxide, doesn't penetrate the skin. It sloughs off the top of the skin. This can be administered as the powder itself, a spray, a gel, or a salve. It stops pain, accelerates healing, reduces scarring with no side effects, and anyone can use it. So it's really exciting because for healing the skin, oh, I forgot to tell you what I started a second ago when I was talking about.
Rene, with your last minute and a half, will you go through, so I see that you have some before and afters. I really want you to.
Am I already at a minute and a half? It says 4 on my timer.
A minute and a half.
Wow. Okay, don't worry. I can say a lot in a minute and a half. But here's what I was going to tell you guys. The condensed air, as I started to tell you, is 21% oxygen at its highest. The O2SkinPro molecule is 100% oxygen when it leaves the clathrate and goes into the skin. It's totally different than anything we've ever had. So this is a picture, this is an acne picture. This is a young girl who started using this mixed with water and vitamin E, spraying it on her face twice a day. Over 30 days, the acne has disappeared. So using this in conjunction with any of the other tools, the peels, any treatments you're using in the spa would make a huge difference. This is something I wanted to show you too. So this is a microdermabrasion customer. On the right, you can see these are her normal results after a microdermabrasion. It took her like a month or 6 weeks to heal normally. And I wanted to show this specifically because we use the LED light. So here's one that she had. They put hyaluronic acid and the O2SkinPro together, put her under a purple light for 15 minutes, and that's what her face looked like 3 hours later.
And Rene, just to clarify, this is actually microneedling, correct?
Yes.
Thank you.
That's microneedling.
It's even better. I like it with it's better with microneedling because that is such a much more aggressive treatment, and to be able to get that and I had microneedling, and I'll tell you, I love a good aggressive treatment, but that was a tough one to recover from. So anything that it can improve the recovery time and reduce the discomfort, I'm on board for. Jenny, what do you think? You're muted.
You're muted, but I can talk for Jenny.
Sorry, I've sworn by this product since you announced the launch. For burns, for post-treatment, and like Rene said, you can mix it in nearly any product that you have. So it incorporates so well into your treatment room. So we love this product, you guys. Thank you, Rene.
My pleasure.